Finally, at long last, a review of The Devil's Gate. If you recall, when this trailer came out, I was totally psyched. I was totally pumped. This was one of the very few that got me excited. So, how did it turn out? Some indications early on, but let's give it the full treatment.
So this is a spoiler-filled review to this wonderful movie.
Hey now.
If you haven't seen the movie, check it out. All right, you're back. So it means you've seen it, you watched it, you probably hated it, you probably liked it. So it was a movie about an FBI agent and a cop. They join together and go to this house to investigate what happened to this farmer's wife and son.
Special Agent Francis, Mr. Pritchard.
You made a mistake coming here.
And then they found this thing in the basement.
We start things off with likes, and are you...
Putting my hair back because this is a...
Jesus Christ. Woman.
Okay.
You've already dropped some hints, but there's got to be... Was there anything that you liked?
I liked that in the beginning it had a Texas Chainsaw Massacre field when that guy came out of his pretty nice looking car.
Right.
He walked up to a house.
Yes, okay.
And it looked like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre house. And then all we were missing is...
It had that dirty, grimy feel to it, too.
Yeah, with the, what was it? The silverware hanging from the house.
Yes, okay. All right, I'll give you
Making
that.
that clanging sound,
See,
you know.
there was something. Okay. Yeah, actually, there was a lot of kind of... I maybe lumped that into, like, I thought that this was like a lower budget movie, and yet the set design, the attention to detail, and actually the special effects were surprisingly well done, you know, for sort of a lower budget film. So I did like those as well. And then the big one for me, and it's probably on your dislike list, so we'll get to that, please refrain. This in reality was actually a horror sci-fi. And I know you don't like sci-fi, so just wait. Okay, I do, but I will always preface that by saying that having a horror sci-fi hybrid is very rarely done well. Obviously, the biggest exception ever is Alien, everybody knows that.
I like science. Science was good.
Yes, but for some reason you don't like science fiction, and we'll get into that. But Alien, of course, is the hallmark. I myself personally liked Event Horizon is another great example, and this also fell into that category. It was definitely a horror movie, and it definitely had sci-fi elements, but they didn't let one overpower the other, and they didn't neglect one over the other, and that's the perfect balance for me. And they can be used to accentuate each other, because the terror of the unknown can be extended to the extraterrestrial, to the otherworldly.
I didn't say I don't like all sci-fi. I said I like the movie Signs.
Okay, and...
God, Jerry, turn off your phone!
That's the second time! What is your problem? Oh my god. Okay, back to... Let's ignore it. Alright. So, alright, so... You...
Signs. I like that movie, Signs. M. Night Shyamalan, Signs.
Oh, don't get me started. That was atrocious.
Oh my god.
The water! Like, let's go to a planet that's 7...
Alright, we're not even talking about
Don't get me
science.
started. Alright, no, nonetheless, likes. Jerry, you're on the shit list. So yeah, so I definitely like that aspect of the movie. It's dislikes time. You have been waiting and waiting, so go ahead and unload.
Alright, so my first dislike is when the guy that came out of that cool car, he walked up to the house.
Okay.
Then when he knocked on the door, he went around the house, and then he saw that guy in the basement yelling at something, and then it freaked him out, so he kind of like ran away, and then like it kind of, he hit that bear trap.
He hit the bear trap.
Then he got out of that, and then he hit that huge bear trap, which I feel like this was a CGI error. That what happened to this guy? Did he fall back?
Yes.
Like is this claws that just came up or something so fast, and I didn't even see this guy fall back.
He did.
At first I thought he like exploded into a million pieces.
Nope,
I was
he
gonna.
Fell back. He fell back.
I didn't see that. I didn't see it.
I wish on the ground with a thing on top of him.
I know I saw that part, but I didn't even see him fall back.
Oh my god.
I wish I saw that. So
You're just upset that there wasn't more gore. Don't even lie.
You know,
Don't even lie.
it was gore that wasn't done right.
Ooh, okay. All right.
Do it right.
Mm-hmm. All right. Is that it? Because I know you really you had a problem.
And I'm not a fan of horror sci-fi. It's aliens and
What?
horror should not mix. It's like
Why shouldn't they mix?
It's like mixing with aliens with Leatherface together.
What? No.
It's like this.
Wait a minute.
It's like oil and water.
Okay, hold on a second. I think that, all right, so maybe we're going to go off a little bit of a side tangent here, so just kind of bear with us. It won't be long. What you're really, I think, saying here is that in, for example, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Leatherface, they establish that this is some little rural town in Texas, but it's our reality as far as we know, and just part of the horror is that he is doing these horrible things that normal people wouldn't do.
Right.
As soon as you enter aliens into it, you're kind of outside of our reality. Is
Right.
what you're saying, and that's fair. I'll give you that, but it doesn't mean they have to be mutually exclusive. You are correct. If you do a Leatherface movie and suddenly an alien shows up, that does blow the
Yeah.
willing suspension. But you never, if you don't establish that from the get-go, if you just say, hey, here's an open playground, we're going to do what we want to do, and then they throw aliens in, it's perfectly acceptable. You know, because again,
I really thought this was about a devil because it was named Devil's Gate.
well, okay,
And it wasn't. And then that really.
Now, I'm with you on that one.
That
From
was-
this capacity, and this is actually, it's a minor thing, but I didn't like it because I thought that it was also about devils. When we had the trailer, we got little glimpses of the alien, and I even said at the time, I even said at the time that it could be a alien possessed by a devil. And that
No,
would- that
and
would be
first we're
awesome.
like, that's a demon. That's a demon. I'm like,
Right,
no,
yeah.
that's an alien. You're like, no, it could be a demon.
Well, I might have been messing with you. You know. But yeah, so okay, there was a little bit of a swerve. Of course, Devil's Gate is merely the location that it takes place in, but that is a minor gripe. So it sounds like the bottom line is you just don't like horror sci-fi.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay, but that's not a legitimate gripe or complaint about this movie. That's personal preference.
And then, everything just goes out the window because.
Right, okay. Well, and obviously, for you watching this, if you don't like horror sci-fi, then you know to stay away per Morsha. But if you
At least
do,
you know what I'm talking about.
right, or at least willing to give it a chance, then you can side with me. It is Pinhead time, and I'm going to pull an audible on this one. You already told us that you're completely prejudiced against the movie just because it's horror sci-fi, so you're out. What I'm telling you is that...
Actually, I should be in.
No, because you're just going to give it, what, 0,
No.
1?
2.
You're going to give it 2? No way.
Yeah, wait.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I am shocked. Shocked that you would do that. I am. So, all right, you got your 2 pinheads. Well, interestingly enough, I was expecting greatness. I didn't get greatness. I was not angry, upset. There's nothing really horrible about the movie. But sadly, it doesn't really stand out at any kind of level. So I, too, am giving it 2 pinheads. So, where I thought this was going to have to be me totally taking over, nope. It is, once again, fair and equitable and a 2 pinhead movie. Horror sci-fi fan or not, please let us know in the description below.
Are you on Marsha's side or on Dante's side?
Dante's side, of course. That makes sense.
Oh, and there was another thing I hate too. The dog died.
Oh, we always hate the dog dies. Stop doing that!